Hello and welcome back to Gina C Creates. Today I'm going to show you how to make these fun teacher gift cards using cardstock setting and the print and cut feature. This SVG is available on my website, Gina C Creates. Once you download the file, you can find it in your downloads folder. You're going to right click and click extract all and save to your location. Now you'll have an open folder to work with. And to open these files, you need to open up Design Space first, click Upload File, and find the SVG file. It'll also be labeled that it's an HTML file if you're on a PC. And make sure it is the correct size once imported. It needs to be 14.36 in width. Once you have it the correct size, you can ungroup and select each gift card on its own group. And you could delete whichever ones you don't need. So I'm going to start with the coffee cup, and the size should be 7.19. We are going to ungroup this file, and now we can select each piece, and we can change the colors to suit your project. Maybe you can do the favorite colors of the teacher. It's totally up to you how you want to have this colored, but I'm just going to change the colors back to how I had them. And we are going to ungroup this ruler, and we're going to click attach for the lines, and I'm going to cut that with vinyl. And for this front piece that looks like a piece of paper, I'm going to want to flatten it so I could use this as a print and cut, because I believe if we cut it with cardstock or vinyl, it's going to be too much work and not give it the same look as paper. And now I am just scoring the lines and attaching it to the base. And if you don't have a scoring stylus, you can just select the lines and delete them. And I'll show you how to score later on in the video. Next, I'm moving on to the pencil. You can ungroup that SVG as well. Now we're able to select each shape, and I'm just going to move this top pencil design out of the way. And I'm going to select the cut lines for these and change it to score as well. And then you would need to attach it to the base so it'll score on top of your shape. And if you don't have a scoring stylus, just delete it. And next we can move on to this side, and I'm going to select the number 1 teacher and hit attach because I'm going to cut that with vinyl as well. And then next we can move on to the laptop. We are going to right click and hit ungroup again, and then we are going to select the sleeve base and select the cut lines and change those to scoring as well, or you can delete them. Next we can ungroup the laptop, and I'm going to cut the apple with vinyl, and these are going to be cardstock. You can change the text. It says thank you for being a great teacher, and you can change the colors to whatever you like. So I'm just going to choose like a dark purple. And then once I have that the color I want, I'm going to select all 3 layers of the keyboard and flatten it. And this is going to be a print and cut. And that is just a white shape. And now I'm going to change my laptop color. So I'm going to ungroup and select it and change it to pink. And this is a score line, so I need to change it to a score line. Or you can delete it if you do not have a scoring stylus. I'm going to show you how to score these later on in the video. And next, I'm going to change my sleeve color. I recommend for the sleeve, you can use a pattern cardstock or glitter cardstock, something really nice to make this sleeve look less plain, which is solid colors. But I'm just going to use solid colors for this tutorial. So now all this is ready to cut. So I'm going to make all 3, but you can just delete the pieces you don't need if you're just making one. So we're going to send the print and cut to the printer. So we're going to turn on System Dialog and click Next. And we are going to change the preference of the printer settings and leave it on plain paper and just change the quality to high, and of course print and color. and then you can click OK and click print. And once you have it printed out, you are going to set it up on your mat, and we are going to tape it down with some painter's tape and cut on cardstock plus. And now your Cricut will cut out the shapes for you. As you can see, I just did a print and cut for the paper and for the keyboard. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble the coffee cup notebook. So I'm just going to show you how to score these lines. You're going to find the corner on the top and on the bottom and just do one solid line down. And then you're going to do it across the bottom as well, as long as the other side. And then next we are just going to fold those tabs down, and we are just going to use craft glue to hold this together. You can also use double-sided tape. I think that was probably better so you don't have any ripples in your paper, because craft glue sometimes when drying could curl your paper. So double-sided tape might be better to use. It's totally up to you what you want to use to adhere this. You can also use hot glue. So now I'm just layering on the lid, and then now I'm going to use transfer tape to transfer my vinyl to my ruler yellow shape. So I'm just going to peel off the backing and apply it to the top of the ruler. And then I'm going to glue this onto the front of my notebook paper. So I'm just going to use craft glue again and adhere it down. And to keep these flat, you can put them under like a stack of books when they're drying so they won't curl up. And also fun for the kids to do for their teacher. They can use colored crayons or markers and just write teacher inspired words on them. I'm just putting great, awesome. I'm doing little doodles and an A+. And then I'm going to write the teacher's name on the front of the ruler. And this will just be nice addition to the coffee cup. And make sure you add your gift card and just put it into the sleeve and you're done. It's definitely fun for kids to personalize for their teacher. So now I'm going to move on to the pencil, and we are going to start with scoring again. So you just find the edge and to the corners and just make a solid line using your straight edge and your sharpened point. This pencil shape has 4 tabs that we are going to score. And after the lines are in place, we're just going to fold down each tab. And then next we are going to move on to the black pencil tips that I cut with vinyl, and I'm just going to peel them off like stickers and place them on the point of the pencils. And then next we are going to attach the number 1 teacher, and so I'm going to use vinyl and transfer tape, and I'm just going to place this directly in the center of the pencil going upward like the number 2 pencil looks. And you just place it right in the center between the 2 cut lines and push down. And then I'm just going to use the craft glue again to layer this on to the front side of the pencil. So this is the front without the tabs. And you just layer it and center it and use the silver cardstock for the eraser adapter and place that at the top. And then now we're going to do the same thing to the back side of the pencil. Just use some craft glue evenly all over the cardstock, place it onto the back of the pencil, and then we're going to use the silver cardstock again and add it to the top of the pencil. And you can give this time to dry before you apply 2 sides together, but I'm just going to show you. Push down the tabs and we apply glue to the tabs, and then we are going to layer the top directly on top. And I'm just going to place this aside to let it dry. Paperweights also work. And then we're going to add the gift card to the eraser insert. So once it's dry, you could pop that in and you have a nice pencil cardstock for your teacher. And next we're moving on to the laptop, which is probably my favorite. So I'm just going to show you how to make the sleeve first. We are going to score the lines again of each tab with your straight edge and your sharp point. And let's just fold the tabs down. And then we are going to score the laptop down the center. So you'll find the two middle points and just make a scoring line for your laptop to open and close. And then next we are going to use the craft glue to adhere the sleeve together. And you can see I'm putting the bottom over the two side tabs. I recommend doing it the opposite way. Put the two side tabs over the bottom tabs so you don't have any problems slipping in your laptop. And then next we are just going to glue down the keyboard on the bottom of the laptop and also the square white shape for the mouse pad, and just hold that down. And then on the front we are going to add the apple for the teacher. So I'm just going to use small vinyl pieces and transfer tape to apply the apple to the front of the laptop. And then we are going to add the gift card for the computer screen. So I'm just using a small piece of foam tape, making sure you don't cover up any barcodes or important numbers, and attach it to the screen part of the laptop and slip it into your sleeve and you're done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was so much fun to make these teacher gift cards. The laptop has to be my favorite. So I hope you guys give these a try. They're very simple to make and I'm sure your teachers will love them. See you next time.